All right, hey, what better way to start this than waiting in line in Starbucks? And my God, I don't know if you can see or not, probably can't see. The line is wrapped around the club to get in. I almost bailed on this, but I'm seeing it through. Thursday morning as I begin this, and a lot to share with you guys. Where do I even begin? So let's talk about yesterday out on the job. What a grueling day it was out there. Man, just so much to share in relation to this. So let me try to get into this. Okay, first and foremost, we began on the job painting all the exterior trim. You know, it took us 5 hours on the front of the house. It was a lot, and it was tough to get to, and it was time consuming trying to reach some of these hard to reach areas. In the midst of us doing the front of the house, the neighbor would show up. And he began to talk to us and tell us an unbelievable story about this place. Can't share that story right now. I'll share that way later, maybe on OnlyFans, something along those lines. But one thing that he did say was he was interested in buying the house. He wanted to buy the house, and that the house was 4,600 square feet. When I looked the house up, it said that it was 3,900 square feet. The neighbor has been there since the house was built in 1992. It was a Homerama neighborhood. You're talking about a very prestigious neighborhood. So I think the neighbor knows better, and I'm pretty certain this thing probably was 4,600 square feet. This son of a bitch was massive. It took all day yesterday just to get the exterior trim painted. All the fascia, the gables, the rakes, the soffit, the dental molding. Yes, can I get a grande ice or a nitro brew?
Okay. What else?
That's it.
All right, that's it. 653.
Thank you. Yeah, it took all day just to get all of that done. 5 gallons of paint is what I bought. We used like 4 gallons of paint. There's still some more painting that needs to be done today. There's still a couple of things that need to be done today. But one other thing that I got to mention in relation to this work that we did yesterday, something that made this unbelievably tough, was the wind. Sorry, I had to grab my coffee. The wind, it was treacherous yesterday. Treacherous out there. I'm talking probably upwards of 30-mile-an-hour gusts. Close to it, if not. Way too windy to be spraying. But yet, there we were. Spraying, nonetheless. And the crazy damn thing was, the day before, it was perfect conditions. And then yesterday morning started off with perfect conditions. And no sooner than we broke out the damn spray rig, the wind just started howling. And I guess that's how that usually would go, right? So anyways, nonetheless, we were able to get most all of the work done. I'm going to end up, well, I've already done so, knocking off $1,000 because we're not doing the windows, very much of anything in relation to the windows. Damn, he had to park all the way around the damn corner last night. Holy shit. That sucks. And who's in my parking spot first thing this morning? Oh my God, you son of a... They don't waste any time taking your parking out here, that's for damn sure. Parking is actually getting a little insane in the neighborhood all of a sudden again, and I don't know why. Maybe more people are moving in. I'm trying to be moving out, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, sorry, this is a little bit all over the place as I begin this. Yes, the wind was treacherous out there yesterday. It was way too windy to be spraying. We did so anyways, and still did so with no overspray whatsoever. So, cheers to that. Knocked off $1,000 on the price on that job too. So originally that job was $5,200. Ended up making that job $4,200 because the windows are getting replaced out there. The roof is getting replaced out there. I'm not sure if you should do exterior painting prior to getting your roof done, but neither here nor there. Still am going to see a decent profit off of that job. Should still see about a $2,000, $2,100 profit as it stands right now. That could dissipate a little bit if I want to dip into that to keep my guys working during a down day or two. We'll see. Let's talk about the interior job. Originally bid that at $19,600. You know, a lot of you said that's a $20,000+ job, even upwards of $30,000. Well, let me tell you something. I read something prolific on one of these Facebook groups that I'm a part of, a painting contractor Facebook group, 140, 170,000 members of this. And one thing that people are always saying is, hey, how much should I bid this at? The common response to that is, if you don't know what to bid it at, you ain't got no business doing the work. Which that doesn't make sense because you could just be starting out. It was in relation to a post like that somebody had made where people were like, oh, I'm $2 a square foot. Oh, I'm $4, I'm $6, I'm $8 a square foot. The problem with that is even though the cost of living, the tariffs, the government shutdown, the inflation is rampant in this country, don't nobody give a damn about that when it comes to how much you're trying to charge them to paint some shit. So when you got a 4,000 square foot house and you're going to tell somebody that the price is going to be $4 a square foot or $6 a square foot, and you're talking anywhere between, what, 16 and... I don't know what 6 times, $18,000 to paint that shit. They're gonna look at you like you're goddamn crazy. Unless you're a bigwig painting contractor and your name rings bells like a frickin' high-paid lawyer type shit, we're talking out of our ass. We really are. I know that my prices have been not good at all. I know that I've underbid shit, but let me tell you, I am working to try to find that middle ground where I can see a decent profit. I've got a number in mind per week that I want to see. That's $2,000. If I can make $2,000 a week profit, I ain't even got no more worries. I'm good with that. I don't need nothing more. I would prefer nothing less, but it is what it is. Getting back to one of these posts that I read where everybody was going per square foot, and that's what I even did to a certain degree on this particular job. When my price came in at $19,600 and Buddy was like, yeah, that's way more than I want to spend. Somebody said, one of their comments was, bid the job based off of what you need to make. What do you need to make per day to be satisfied and fulfilled? And man, I mean, it's the simplest math if you go that route. So my number on this job went from 16,000 to 21,000 to 19,600. Yesterday I meet with the real estate man and I tell him, hey, look, we'll come in here and spot paint this and we'll do so for 12,000. He still looked at me like I was crazy and include all repairs. So I finally crunched the numbers again on this, and I'm like, look, how long is it really going to take me to do this with these two guys that I have who are relatively shit hot? Yeah, Gene's got his issues, whatever those may be, but don't we all, though? Don't we all? Man, I know you ain't hire an electrician to do some ceiling fans. You got to be the most dumb sumbitch in the world. And I know they $200 an hour. Long story short, the new number that I've put together for this interior painting and repairs job for a probably 4,600 square foot home. Bear with me, folks. How much was it? I actually got to look it up. It's changed quite a bit. Yes. $10,385. So this is what it's going to include. It's going to include everything. We are going to paint this son of a bitch from the top to the bottom. The only thing that won't get painted in here is any ceilings that don't need to be painted, which probably quite a few ceilings are going to be needing to be painted. And the crown molding, if that doesn't need to be painted. But if we're painting ceilings, we might as well paint the crown, because we're going to blast all over that shit. This is going to be a spray and pray type of a scenario. We're going to do this a lot like an apartment, except better, obviously. We're going to use better quality paint. I'm using super paint on this. I like the super paint for the interior. I hate it for the exterior. So we'll use the super paint. That's a really thick, good paint. And watch what I tell you. $10,385. That's going to include repairing like 3 or 4 doors, replacing those doors. That's going to include replacing some missing balusters, doing a little bit of drywall work in this home, dealing with markers on the wall and shit that needs to be primed. $10,385, and you're damn near getting a top to bottom paint. And I'm going to include all materials, and I got 2 guys working with me. You're probably thinking to yourself, Joe, you are going to lose your freaking ass on this, and I hope that you are not right. Because the way that I've got this thing worked out is 8 days of work. Hey, maybe it takes 9, maybe it takes 10. It doesn't even matter. I've already crunched all the material costs. We're going to need 15 gallons of wall paint. We're going to use a satin finish on the walls. We're going to need, and we might need 20. We're going to need about 7 gallons of trim paint. Damn, you know what I didn't even include was the ceiling paint. But that's okay, because I've given myself plenty of wiggle room here. I've got my materials cost at around $17.85. However, that's going to be a little bit more than that. It'll probably be about $2,500 by the time it's all said and done. And then for 7 days of labor, that's $2,800. So bear with me here. Let's just say the materials cost is $2,500. My labor is, we'll go $3,200, because we'll say it's going to take 8 days. That's still going to leave me $46.85. And again, if this ends up taking me 2 weeks, well, it can't take me 2 weeks, because then I really will lose my ass. But if this ends up taking me 8 days, 9 days, around there, I'm looking at a $4,685 profit. Make the money that you need to make. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Yeah, this number is hella sketch. And there's people who are like, Joe, oh my God, like, I know how I work, and I know how my guys work, and I know that between us, we can frickin' rock this thing, especially when we're blasting this son of a bitch out. The carpet's going. Most of the house is carpet. Yeah, there is some hardwood in there, but we're going to Dexter the shit out of that. We are going to spray and back roll the bejesus out of this thing. And within 3 days, we'll have the house completely painted. And within a day, 2, 3 days at the most, we'll have all the repair work done. The only thing that's going to hold us up on the repair work is waiting on drywall repairs to dry. And I'm giving myself 2 extra days here. I feel confident in that. Anyways, I don't want to bore you to death, so here's the deal. Today, I'm going to be going out to the job in just a little bit. Yesterday, we started at 9 o'clock. Today, we're going to start at 9:30. 9:30 is our normal start time. 9 o'clock is our normal start time on heavy days when we got a lot of shit to get done. Today, we don't. I'm not going to be out there today. I'm going to do video work today. I'm going to let my guys finish up. There's some window top plates that need to be painted, not very many of those, a couple of repairs that need to be done, and there are some holidays and some flashing that we noticed out there yesterday that need to be addressed, so they're going to have to walk around the entire property with that 32-foot ladder and address those. And the short of it is, there was nothing else that we could do yesterday. We were up against 30-mile-an-hour winds, so holidays and flashing were, and it's not very much. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right. Hey, so quite a bit of other things going on as well, too. But again, I won't bore you to death with all of that. That's how we begin today. Today is Thursday. Let's get the show on the road and see what materializes. Look at that. Look how good that house looks right there. There's the other house that we painted the exterior on. And that son of a gun still looks good. All right, 9:14 in the morning, heading out to the exterior job. I did a little video work, did a little strategizing, sent the proposals revised for both the exterior and the interior work on the job that we're doing and the job that we want. Hopefully we'll get the job that we want. It's not like it will help us right this second. I don't really think that it's smart to go doing the interior job when you've got brand new windows that are getting ready to get replaced at this house. And I think that those are still a couple of weeks out. which that sucks. We're going to need to find some work in the meantime. Now, we are supposed to have another big exterior job. Actually, our realty guy's primary residence, which is almost identical to the house that we did previous, but bigger by 1,000 square feet. So that is insane to think. Also, sure glad we got that spraying completed yesterday, because today's even more windy than it was yesterday, which is insane. Thankfully, all we're going to be doing is brush painting out here today and some repair work. It's even colder today as well, so that really sucks. But we are going to hopefully get wrapped up on this job today. I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to do outside of video work. I've got an important meeting today at 1 o'clock in relation to some business. I need to find out what's good with my guy Richard, that I've began to kind of feature this, well, not kind of, I really want to feature the journey of this guy, and I strongly believe that it's not going to be a good one. I'm already getting the feeling that there could be trouble in paradise with this guy, and I hate that for him. But even if there is, it's his story. I'm not here to try to change it. I'm just hopefully somebody who could offer some positivity for this guy. And if his story ends in a ball of flames like so many others have, maybe it motivates somebody else. It's crazy because I know things are probably already going downhill for this guy at a rapid pace. He's staying at a Crack Shack motel with another guy. I filmed a video with him the day before yesterday, picking him up from his job and taking him to this motel, fully anticipating and hoping that we were going to be able to film inside the motel room. I thought he was going to be getting a room. I didn't even know he was sharing a room with somebody at that point. He didn't want me coming in there. He was kind of, you know, antsy to get up out of the vehicle. And then last night, he starts hitting me up for some money, $20. And I want to send him the money. He says he needs it for food and cigarettes. Hopefully that's what that money went to. But here's the other piece to the puzzle that's kind of interesting. So I send him the money. I don't hear anything else from him. Not even a thank you. I'm like, damn, that's kind of strange. So this morning I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, just wanted to make sure you got that money. And he says no. One word response, no. I said, good morning. Just wanted to see if you got, no. Well, I got the Cash App receipt saying that, you know, it went through. He sent me a request for the money, so I sent it to where the request came from. So I send him a screenshot of the request, like, come on, man, don't lie about this. If you're gonna lie about $20, like, and who knows, maybe it didn't go through. He said his bank account is frozen, so because of credit debt people freezing his account. So maybe they got that money. Actually, I'm pretty sure they probably did get that money, actually. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. He probably didn't get that money. But he doubled down after I showed him the screenshot. So yeah, I'm not going to say he lied about it. I think that his bank account is frozen, and I just spent $20 toward his debt. Anywho, hopefully it all goes well with this guy. I like him a lot. I want to see him succeed. I always want to see a guy give himself a chance. I always try to root for the underdog because, hey, look, I'm the underdog now. I'm trying to root for my damn self. And, you know, put out there the type of energy and karma that you want to get back. Don't do these things because you think by doing these things that good is going to come back to you. But it damn sure doesn't hurt to be kind. It's free. That was probably asinine right there. But, you know, I'm trying to teach my son, like, life lessons. My son is dealing with some potential bullying at his daycare. And it's one of his friends who's playing a little too rough with my son, and my son's getting his feelings hurt behind it. And I'm trying to tell my son, listen, if somebody does something you don't like, whoop their ass. But you gotta toe that line between that type of thinking, like, don't let nobody bully you, boy, you big. My son is big, but he's too nice. He's such a sweetheart. He's a sweet boy. So I'm trying to teach him, you know, look, if somebody hits you, you hit them back type of shit. But at the same time, you know, what's the golden rule? Treat people how you want to be treated. And sometimes you will treat people how you want to be treated, and they will still treat you like shit. That's the world that we live in. Sometimes you will treat people the way that you want to be treated, and they will bite your freaking arm off at the shoulder trying to take advantage of your kindness. Show respect, but when you're not respected, demand respect. Or when you're disrespected. Anywho, hey, that's just Joe's Dr. Phil moment for you guys this morning. Let's get out to the job site, see what the morale is out here with the guys, and hopefully they'll handle everything and we'll get this job completed today and be ready to move on. All right, so inside this house, once again, trash out this garage. Damn, there's food items here. Freaking lasagna noodles. Jasmine rice. Oh shit. I don't like digging through the trash, but you never know. One man's trash is another man's treasure. There's some jackets, blankets, tons of trash. And a bad little jacket right there. Something in the pocket. Jellicoe taught me that. Always check the pockets. You never know. What? Huh. Oh, shit. Hey, here's a seat cushion. I don't know if it's gonna have what we need inside of it.
We can take a look.
For getting on roofs.
I think your idea is good, but I'm gonna really like to get started and get that off.
Look at this, hey. Hey, Gene.
Yes, sir.
This will help us. And there's one of these open somewhere.
Yeah. Then we're allowed to grab them?
He said we're trashing it out.
Okay, cool. Fuck yeah.
And look, that table on the back porch.
Uh-huh.
I wanna try to sell that damn thing.
Oh, the patio set?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, spray that bitch down real quick with some black. Make that shit look. Okay, you need this handle over here. I got some sticks.
Shit, we got a freaking grill out here. Well, that table's kind of shit. Yeah, that grill's shit too. Got a freaking brick in it. These chairs ain't. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon.
And then we'll catch the door up together.
Yeah.
With the bottom setting up and working the top.
Definitely. Get this bottom taken care of.
All right, you got the spray foam, right?
Yep, right here, bud.
Make sure you put it in there really good so it covers, you know, completely.
Okay.
All right, so got the guys getting set up. A couple of holidays to address. Real quick, got to hit this spot right here. But I don't know if you can see it or not, but right up there, got a little bit of holidays. Like I said, the wind was so crazy, and this was the last thing that I painted yesterday, so I was ready to get the hell up out of here. But some issues right there, and just a few issues around the exterior, nothing too major. These bottom plates, or these top plates, excuse me, lentils, I believe they're called. Gonna be painting these, some of the frames as well, because we don't know exactly the extent of what the window guys are going to do. But we're gonna go inside real quick and look at a couple of things and just err on the side of we're gonna be doing this interior. So I want to get measurements on some of the doors that need to be replaced. And I'm looking at these ceilings that are, you know, kind of intimidating, because if we needed to paint them, well, obviously the price isn't going to include painting all of these ceilings. I'm not painting this. I'm not painting that up there. So those are two massive ceiling areas that are not getting painted. But then you come into the kitchen and there is some ugly shit going on in the ceiling in here around this light. A little bit of ugly shit. Look at how dated this damn kitchen is. Beautiful frickin' Homerama home, but just dated. I mean, gosh almighty. This microwave is from 1994 when this house was built. You know, this is just crazy. Obviously, we're gonna need to paper off all of this. You know, we're gonna need rolls and rolls of paper to do this. At least 3 rolls of paper, maybe more. But once we've dextered off all of the floors, I will be able to come in here and frickin' blast out. This may be the only area that gets rolled, but there's a good possibility we're spraying all of this. Maybe we roll it. You look at these drip marks coming down the wall. I don't know if the video is going to show that or not. All of that, I mean, they're heavy. It looks like somebody spilled a drink just completely down the walls in here. All of this needs to be primed first, because that shit's going to bleed right through our top coat of paint. We're going back with the same color. We're going to go back with the same common color in the house, which I believe is this. It almost has a green tint to it. I have no idea what this is. Stuff like this we got to take down. Obviously stuff like this we got to take down. This ceiling doesn't look too bad, but because of the fact that we're going to have these holes, we're going to have to paint this. Caulk up little shit like that. Stuff like this. I can't even imagine how this is going to go once these windows get installed in here, what the condition of this interior is going to look like. Spray and pray, baby. So we're going to get the hinge covers that I like, the magnetic hinge covers. I'm getting 100 of those. The carpet is going to be left as is until we get done painting, or whoever paints this. Let me speak this into existence. We get done painting. Yeah. Here was the other bathroom that I didn't even realize was in here. Look at the frickin' floor. I never even saw this bathroom. Holy moly. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Look at this. Gosh almighty. Look at how dated this shit look like frickin' the Brady Bunch type shit. Used to have a shower door here. Ooh. Boy, a home inspector is gonna have a frickin' field day up in here. You ought to spend the money. You ought to spend the money and really jazz this damn thing up. And I should talk him into it. God, I should try to talk him into it. But we've already gone back and forth so much on pricing. Man, renovate this damn thing. Get this thing jazzed up the way that it needs to be and see that extra money out of this. And look, I'm saying, where was my price at originally? So I was at $19,600 to paint this thing top to bottom and do the repair work. Man, for a little bit more than that, I mean, for just a little bit more than that, maybe for like 25, 27, I would come in here and really try to help you get these renovations taken care of. At least some new fixtures. I mean, obviously shit like this, countertops wouldn't be included in it. And all of this is custom built-in stuff. You're gonna be putting some money into this house, whoever buys this, to renovate it. And you should put, look at this, I've never even seen one of these, a mirror light switch cover. That's freaking crazy right there. That is definitely some freaking Brady Bunch shit. Repair work that needs to be done. We've discussed this. You know, ain't no sense in dealing with any of this until the roof gets taken care of. This was something else that I completely forgot about, was this closet right here where all of these things are down. I don't even know how you get these off. They're child-proof. Oh, I guess they pop off just like, well, they pop off some kind of a way. Yeah, they certainly don't make it easy. Whoo, boy. What do you think? 10,000, the price that I gave? Joe, you're freaking nuts. Well, I like to live on the edge, danger zone type shit. That closet, that pocket door right there, I have no idea how to repair that. I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube video on that. I'm not even gonna lie. A couple of balusters, I found these this morning. These are about $5 to $6 a piece. You need 1, 2, 3. I think there's one on the other side over there. I need to get a measurement on doors. That's the only thing that I'm really concerned about right now. Look at this. Why is this carpeted? Is this for the cat? Yeah, here's one of the doors. This ceiling definitely needs to be painted, primed as well. You got freaking drinks splattered up on the roof right there, or up on the ceiling, I should say. This whole room probably need to be primed. We need to get some swirl texture going in on here. Crazy. Look at how wild that looks. It almost, I don't know why that looks wild to me. Need a new ceiling fan. That ain't gonna fly. Like, what are you doing with this? Because if you get it jazzed up the way that you are right now, I got to imagine he's still gonna come in here and do things like ceiling fans and things of that nature. All right, so this is a 24-inch door. Yep. This one is also a little bit different, so let's get a picture of that. Yeah, that's the design of this door, which is different from, keep that in mind, how the thing kind of likes that. It goes like that. Yeah. 24-inch door. Let me take a note of that. All right, so we're looking up in this little area here. Here's a door that's needed in a room that is terrible. Terrible. What the hell we got going on here? All right, we got a 30-inch interior door needed here. 30-inch interior door. 1, 2, 3. It's only 3 balusters needed. Boy, these toilets have been running and running and running. Looks like somebody's been trying to mess with it. Go ahead and cut the water off to you. There she goes. Go ahead and cut off. Thank you very much. All right, keep that guy off. You need towel racks in here. All right, here, oh wait, never mind. So all these doors do have that little accent. The ones that I'm seeing though just go like this. Shit, isn't that right? This is gonna be another 30-inch door real quick. Yep. Well, like the police probably kicked this in. 30-inch door. I don't even think I came in this closet. Looking at this the other day. It smells like absolute cigarettes in this room. It smells like cigarettes. So, woo, we got the lights on the bottom there. Yeah, everything needs to be painted in here. I feel like the walls and the ceilings, they're not the same color. Look at this. Whatever's going on here, is that ceiling paint? Yeah. Something. And this is not a white. God, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is. But I promise you one thing, I will cut out a piece of this freaking ceiling and try to get this shit matched up as close as possible. Same with the walls. Absolutely will do that. Problem is, the texture could hinder that a little bit. Damn, look at this. I didn't even see this, and you know that son of a bitch. Heavy as hell. Oh my God, man. I told him we would trash this thing out for free. Getting that downstairs is gonna be a son of a bitch. All right, have I seen all the doors that need to be replaced? I think that I have. So it looks like it's just 3 interior doors. Did I check in here at this closet? We'll go downstairs and look and make sure just one more time. Look at this. Nice little built-in entertainment center. You could have a TV right here, a couch up here. Hey man, this would be the chill spot. So like I said on Zillow, this house is 3,955 square feet, 3,955 square feet. The neighbor tells me this house is 4,600 square feet. And I'm inclined to believe the frickin' neighbor who's been here since the neighborhood was built. Just to be honest. Yeah. I think this closet was fine. Yep. Repair work needed there. It smells like frickin' cat piss up here. Garage door is fine. We're just checking all doors right this second. Making sure they're all in working order. Island look like it's sagging, don't it? Damn sure does. That's gonna be a problem. All right, so here's one of the pocket doors that needs to be repaired. And I'm guessing that some kind of a way, and I have no idea how you do this. How do you repair a pocket door? Man. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh God, the whole thing just came off the track. Oh, okay. So if that's the case, that's how you get it out. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so that's not too bad. All right, this door is good. That door is fine. That door is fine. That's a glass door too. This is the master bedroom. There's that pocket door that's broken. This door is good. Don't mind me. I'm just being nosy. I bet you whoever trashed this place out the first time had a freaking field day with this place. Wonder what's up there, if anything. All right. Oh shit, more shit to get rid of. What's going on with this door? There's some kind of an issue. Holy moly. Yep, that would be a son of a gun to get out too. That's heavy as hell. Okay, we're gonna need switch plate covers. We've known that. That door is... Yeah, she's good. She ain't coming apart. That door is good. This door is good. This door is good. They don't build them like they used to, man. This is 1992 right here, 1994. And this son of a gun is just as strong as the day she was built. Even after some people came through and absolutely destroyed this place. This door here, there is a bit of an issue with the way that it closes. Not too bad. Wouldn't mess with it. All right, we've seen what we need to see. Good deal.